Good morning, and welcome to. I have 12. I bought more than 12. Wait a minute. My computer acting up again. Day 2. Hold on. Let's see if we do it again right here. Let's see. It's 179. That's 179 the bid. Alright, good morning. Today is Thursday, May 11th, 2023. Also known as, it's acting crazy. Also known as day 85 of the $100 Account Challenge. Here's my disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. Just a guy on the internet who trades stocks. So don't follow what I do. Do your own due diligence. This is simply me chronicling my trades and watching how I do over the course of a year in an attempt to build on the positive and I'm reading something. Stay away from negative. So let's go. Look though, I came down here, logged in early. I tried to buy in right here, right? I did the same thing on yesterday morning. I clicked it up here. It kept popping up error, right? So I went back over to my charts. I had to put an order in that way. The same yesterday morning. So that's 2 days in a row. I had some funky stuff going on. So not only that, I put an order in for 55 shares back here at 180. And I see only 12 of them, you saw the video, right here even, got filled. So I'm looking up here like, how come my stocks is only showing 12 shares? So on video, I bought the extra 40, which should have been 55 back here, right here somewhere. So I saw a second green candle to make a new high, right? My blue line I like trading from popped off this. The first green was away from it to make a new high. My goal was to get in right there, but it kept having error. This is also the first 15-minute green candle. The previous high was 198, but we're going to draw a line right here at that body at 193. And we're going to show resistance right here at 165. Then the previous resistance is going to be right here at 143. We're going to draw a last one down here at 105. Now it popped up. I didn't see any news on it. My allergies kicking my butt, man. But I do know this, though. I will tell you this. That's why I bought it. I'll tell you why in a second. Pre-market as a company. New line of mobile. This is why I bought it. The mobile chargers, right? But it's another reason why I bought it as well. Now, you know it's pre-market right now. So it's leading gapper, 1.57 million shares being traded, a 13 million share float. So 99% of the time when it's stock leading gapper and it hasn't reached 100% yet, usually it does that right before the market open. So I'm playing the probability of it doing what all stocks do pre-market. They usually run up 70%, 80%, but eventually pop that 100% mark. So I'm playing the news and I'm playing the reoccurrence of what stocks do usually pre-market. So my sell point is above the previous high, right? For me, that at 103 will be 21 cents per share. Now, my average is higher now, right? My higher 180. So at 202, 202 be 22 cents a share. It's hard to borrow, not none to borrow, but nonetheless, it's still going green to green to green. So I'm gonna leave it right there for right now. If we look at time and sales, you'll see a lot of sellers in here taking profit. Because remember yesterday, it was only $1.05 at the close of business. So it come up this morning, they're up over $1 a share almost right here. Then they up here 70% right here. So profit taking is almost, it's standard at this point. So I can draw easily, I can draw a wedge, but looking at this right here, it's not forming a wedge channel. But here's another thing you can say. It's not really forming any kind of pattern that I can trade. You can't say a flag pattern, right? You can't say from here. Wait. You could draw an arrow from here to here and here to here. Pops out. That's a flag pattern. Bullish flag. So if you look at it without drawing patterns, you can look at it physically and see that's a flag. One there and one there. And it pops out the top of it. That's a bullish flag. You can look at it without even drawing it. If I go as far as my Fibonacci retracement, I'm going to go to the high right here and add this right here. And you will see the bottom. You can't really draw it too. But you can right there. So far as that go, you can see it pops this middle point. It pops it here, pops it there, pops it there. It barely goes through, pops again there, right? And we go into the bullish side. But me, without drawing that retracement, I can already see what it's doing. So sometimes these drawings are helpful, but if you do it enough, you can see the fact that what it's doing before it do it, right? So what we should do here is pop up and bang this 193 wall and then go through that to the high of day, right? Pop this 198. We currently in the pullback. If you look at it here, you'll see these candles getting light green, right? And you get them larger and larger. You got a big bullish candle right here. Now you could go to the 1 minute chart. Check this out. As far as the 1 minute chart go, you see the same thing, right? You see this. You could draw it from here. Let me draw a trend line from here to here. And you can make it extend to the right. If you look at it, you'll see it tapped, 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 right? But it's still above trend line. But it kept tapping right here. Tap there, tap there, tap there. It tapped here, but still above trend line. So all these drawings, you can just look at them without drawing them. Or you can draw them and then see the movement by looking at the drawings. Right? Even if you go from top of this candle here to where it topped at, you could tap it here to here, and you would saw the same thing in the big picture. It popped across it. That's a 1 minute chart though. 5 minute chart, same thing, right? Allergies suck, man. Alright, what else popping up? AUD, SHFG. Everything is sub $1 stock. ABST. What are we doing over here? I don't know. Okay. We still at 180, I see, right here. See what it does? It's been this channeling, this small. See this little this little black line right here? My VWAP. So I've been doing for the last 5 hours almost, 4 hours. It's banging the VWAP the whole time. See that? So I ain't look at my voicemails or nothing yet. How about this? Check this out, bro. Talking basketball. Let me go. My Poole took 13 shots. 13 shots. 14 shots. How many shots did Klay Thompson take? Learn how to spell, Joe. God dog it, man. I'll just answer it. That's why it's fixed. It's just because the Anthony Davis injury was some foolishness. He got tapped in the face and had like the world came to an end. Next, Jordan Poole, who hasn't scored more than 5 points in the last 3 games, took 14 shots last night off the bench. Star player Klay Thompson, one of the Splash Brothers, took only 12 shots. I can keep going on reasons why. Draymond Green scores 20 points, right? Then you have your star Splash Brother scored 10? He's a Splash Brother who can score 50 points on any given night. Yet Draymond Green come in and score 20, who averages 7 points a game. That's why I keep saying it's the fix. The Anthony Davis hit into the face was a tap with a forearm. Actually, the wrist almost. And it's got like the world is ended. That's why I say it's fixed. What else popping up? It's been up here for a couple of days. CTIC, so let me put it right here. That's nothing. That's yesterday. It's a mover on a reverse split. Where PRPL come from? Oh, it popped up too. I showed missed that one. Look at that. My muscle share strength 20% higher. Purple innovation target price in 55. Okay. I'm looking up top right. We have 186 and going. Right? We got Bob through this point. Then we good. I haven't told you guys what I'm doing yet, have I? Let me see. I didn't want to do that. I'm tripping, pushing wrong buttons, man. 192, 193. That's that wall sitting at somewhere around there. That's 186. The wall's right there. Yeah, 193. I'm watching, but I'm not watching for real. I'll be in it for a minute. Oh, I forgot this part. Not to mention, mysterious. That's why it's fixed, brother. Those are all the reasons why it's fixed. Phone doing too much, man. I'm trying to look at something and do all the other stuff. So 10 cent would be 190 for me. Out of 52 shares would be $5. Yeah, remember this is only $1 stock, right? It's not no expensive stock. But 198 would be a new high. I mean, tying the high of day, which was, I mean, it ain't high of day last night. So currently, the high of day is actually the same price as last night. Or 193 rather. So 193, 194 will make it a new high of day. So, which should be 14 cents from where I bought in at. I'll look at it and consider moving it if it gets to that point. And it will. It's 8:45 right now. Let me look up here for a second. Need the buyers to pile in and bring the price up. Meanwhile, PRPL right here is on its 5th green candle. Yep. The buyers getting larger and larger. 185, see it getting bigger and bigger. Let me go over here and look at it right quick. See what it's going to do right here. We're on the 3rd green 15-minute candle. The problem is we need one of these candles. You know, one of these, a couple of those candles. Those large ones. We're at 185 still. $186 coming. There you go, 186. Let me go to my charts for a minute. tired, man. Taking these daggone pills for this thing tomorrow got me falling over. But because you're tired, don't lose focus, right? Get your rest if you have to. Kind of burnt out a little bit trading stocks. Need a vacation for real. Like just some time off from it. But at this point, the grind don't stop. So the reason I trade stocks is simple. I trade stocks for one, it allows me to live a comfortable lifestyle. That's the first reason. Number two, rephrase that. First is because I love doing it. That's the first reason for real. I actually genuinely love trading stocks. Since a little kid, I always said I was gonna be a stock trader or a stockbroker. So I just followed my dreams, what I wanted to do since I was 9 years old. Second thing is, yes, it does. Wait. Second, I love the fact I have it helps me not advance. It helps me improve my lifestyle. You know, I live better than I would. Maybe not. I live better than I would if I wasn't trading stocks. I think. Third, it help me stay sharp, keeps me on my toes, keep me alert, keep me active. Because now I'm retired now, your days can start running on. You can have days just piling on to each other, piling on. You don't know what day it is. Like a lot of times, I can't tell you what day it is. Like, what's the day? Because I lose track of days. The other thing is, one of the most biggest reasons is, look at purple, 324. Another reason is I'm able to help people in their life, you know. Sometimes we get these gifts and we don't share them with nobody, or we feel like we can offer to ourselves, or we tell someone else and they steal our ideas. In my situation, look at 330, high of day. In my situation, I don't feel my ideas can be stolen because I have so many ways I can do this trading stuff. So if you to patent it, you have to patent my mind because I have so many ways of doing it, right? I can trade several different ways. And because I think about that way doesn't mean it hasn't been done before. So even if you patent it, that's fine. I'm not teaching nobody how to do it. I'm just doing this myself, right? It's different if I'm selling a program to somebody to trade stocks, or teaching classes to people at treating it as something I developed. I'm not doing that. I'm simply trading stocks because I love to do it, but I also have patterns that I see work for me. I say over and over again, works for me may not work for you. So we can't trade the same way. Like for me, I might come in 8 in the morning, 7 in the morning, and trade and lose my butt off. It ain't my style. It's too early for me. I might come down 8:30, whole different ball game. Look at this candle. That's 8:25, right? This candle here, that's 8:30. Or like I like doing so often is, I start trading at 9:25 or 9:20, right before the bell opening. Reason why? Because I see people coming in for the corporate trading, retail traders, and they are putting their orders in turn, running the stock price up. So again, I may trade 3 or 4 different time frames, but also may trade 5, 6 different styles. I might do a green to green. I might do a ABCD pattern. I might do a flag pattern. I may do a trend line pattern. I might do a Fibonacci retracement. I might do a red to green move, right? I might do a new high of day. I might do resistance support trades. I might do simply off my RSI, simply off the MACD. There's so many ways to trade. I might trade only new stocks. I might trade stocks for earnings. I might trade stocks that has specific news like AI. It's the new thing these days. I may trade an AI stock. I may trade a oil stock, which I love trading oil stocks. So there's many ways you can trade. So because one works, don't mean several other don't work, and because several other work, don't mean one work. Make sense? So one may work only sometimes, or you may have several patterns that work. Look right here. So I bought in back here somewhere. It popped, right? It hit a high of 184 there, 186 there. Now in the first red pullback, but it's tapping my VWAP, right? Spinning top. You know what that means? Indecisive, right? So hopefully it's turned green and it gets larger. It's the one that jumps up out of the gym. We're gonna say jump out the gym. This one should be hopefully like one of these right here. This stock here move. Let me see. That's a 22. Wait, higher. 21.6% move on one stock, right? We go here and do that same movement. Check this out. Maybe doing too much. That move, that same move, look where we at. You can't even see it. Let me give you an example. I'm gonna go this way and show you how far that will be. 21.6. 32 cents. So with 32 cents, that put me at 214, which is way above my sell point, right? Also, at 214, if you notice here, 32% put me almost at 100%. I said earlier that most time these stocks gonna pop 100% pre-market, being leading gapper and being so far ahead of the game. 99% of the time, it pops 100% pre-market. That's my little stock critique on why I trade stocks. Many reasons why, but more importantly, because I love doing it. It's that simple. I'm not a guru. I don't claim to be a guru. I ain't selling nobody no course, so buy my course. Yeah, everybody can make a course. You know, people gonna buy what they see. I don't have no Discord. I don't have none of that stuff. Because for one, I don't have time for that. For two, I feel doing that kind of stuff, I would lose the love for trading stocks. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to make it something I have to do. I want it something that I want to do. You follow? Them bugs out there. Yeah, spiders. Okay, yeah, 185 I see. We still having that 185. All good. It popped at 185, hit 193, pop 93. Raccoons out there behind the house. Got everything there. Raccoons, coyotes, daggone fox, skunks, everything out there, man. Get rid of that. Deer, of course, deer, no problem though. Heck was that, man? And look at that, man. That don't look right. As you know, I'm still in right here. I could probably buy a couple more. I don't know. Yeah, I can still buy a few more if I wanted to, but I'm gonna leave it be. Where's that? I did. What is that? Oh, that's you. We're at 183 still. That's a cat. Okay. All right, slow motion right now. You see, let me go over here for a minute to my trade chart. See what it's doing? It's like little candlesticks, right? No large ones yet. We hit a high of 186, but I need to go 193, pop through that. Then we hit $2. I move my candle, my sell order higher. Luckily, my candles from the 15-minute chart are getting larger. We got one coming in 38 seconds. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna stay here a second and watch it. 1 minute chart. We got a bunch of waves, right? Up, down, right? But the good thing is you see they're inclining. Alright? They're getting higher. Except for right here. 12 seconds. 11 seconds. What happened there? New candle pops in. Is it green? Yep, it's a green candle, right? Yep. There we go. Another green candle. Keep on climbing. That's the one I needed right there. Now I gotta be a long green body on it. Look down here. The burgundy. Usually means reversal. But sometimes you have a fake out. Like right here. A couple fake outs. But we good right now. Let me go to my charts. I'm typing it in. Let's look what it's doing now. Running up. 187. We hit 187. 188. There we go. 189. It wants to pop high of day for sure. Put out on 198. 197. I'll leave 197 for right now. But I think for real it pops $2. Look at that. It's gonna pop $2 for sure. That'll be 15 cents for me. On a 180 stock, 15 cents. I need 18 cents. Let me put it at 198. That's the high. Let me put it at 201. Let me put it at 201. Look at that pullback. That profit taking right there. See, I needed that, but I need it to be a full body candle, like this one right here, that one right there, or this one right here. Then a spike through, right? What else popping up? Let's see. SBFM. I'll put it right here. SPFM looks like one of those one candle buys. Yeah, that's one on one candle you can buy it. Like yesterday. Yeah, it's one of them sales candles. Yep. I'll put it right here though. SPFM. See, it went up to 189. Oh, it says 190, but my screen said 189. Then it pulled back. This wall is right here. It was 3 cents away from that wall. It pops that wall, then we move. Oh, these stocks are cheap. $180, $190, $179. Still poking around at $179, $180. Look at that. SPFM. Remember, I said one candle, meaning 1 15-minute candle. Watch this. Dugging in my Reeboks. I'm watching. I'm still looking. Okay, we still hovering around 178, 180, right here. This 1 15-minute candle. I just want to prove a point to you. This candle got another 8 minutes left, but I'm gonna go 5 minutes from now. You can see it already reached the tip already. I'm pretty sure. Let's watch. Usually right out the gate, it'll hit the high. On these kind of candles, it'll hit news, like it'll say like an earnings news or a merger news, whatever it may be, and it pop up the high of the day on the first candle. Usually what it does, which was right here, right? Popped up. Well, second candle actually, huh? But overall, 15 minutes is the biggest spike. So if I remember correctly, It's the first candle, usually, it's the high of day. Second candle comes in lower, usually, and the third one's lower and it goes down. But in this case, it looks opposite. The first candle was the start, second candle is the high. Let's watch now. 2 minutes left. So maybe the second candle is going to be the high, then third going to be the pullback. But it's all going to be in a 15-minute time frame. Let me see. So hit 105. I'm still in here, of course, you see me. 107, 112. This is unusual for this kind of news. Very, very, very unusual. Wait, look at that though. I didn't see that. Sunshine Pharmaca reports first quarter results up 2,100%. I missed that part. I was looking up here the whole time. Didn't even see those two. Interesting. $9.09. At 102 right now. Let me go 1 minute chart for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th minute is right here. 25, 24 seconds. This may pop this line. And then what I do in third candle, let's see. Taking a dump over there. What happened? $104, $105. 2 seconds. Let's see. They go to third candle. I mean the 10th. This will be the third 5-minute candle, right? Of course, it's the 11th 1-minute candle, but it's technically a third 5-minute candle. This is where it should pull back dramatically. Let's see. $0.99. Didn't do it. Oh man. Polar. What is Polar doing? Do anyone know what Polar is doing? Why did it fail after about to run up? I got him back here somewhere. It popped up, hit a high 189. Now we at 132, but it's bullish because it's green. Should have popped this point here and then went through to $2 or so. Must be up right now. 70 what? Look at Polar, popped up. 65% is up right now. What time is it right now? Right now it's 9:13. And yeah, see, third candle is pulling back. Look at that, the 95 cent. Yeah, third 5 minute candle is pulling back. So it's doing exactly what they usually do. Yeah, one 15-minute candle to make your money. Let's watch it. The candle ends in a minute. This candle next one come in should be next to it and lower and probably red. Let's see. I'm watching my other monitor over here. Finding a buy-in place for POLA. So I'm gonna get the full movement. All right, let's see. That's a new candle, 15-minute candle. Look, it came in at lower point and it's pulling backwards. All right, it came down to 60 cents, didn't it? No, it didn't. 96. Yeah, so it's doing what it's supposed to do. First candle pops in, it moves. Second candle is higher, but after that, it pulls back. It's common with these kind of stocks, but you know, they're dangerous to trade. But you could have got in and get some money off it. But they very dangerous to trade. Meanwhile, my Polar is not popping 100% yet. Why not? Let me go look at the float. What's the Polar float? I'm holding it way too long. Coming out here early trying to get some money. I probably should have waited again. Oh, man. I'm off my games. Okay, Polar has a 8 million share float. That's what I like. Off my game all week, man. It's tired, man. This day going restless. Add some more stocks in the watch list. Some more stocks here. GT, BKKT. Polar right there, 847. Plug in my laptop. I need to get another plug in here. Charging my nut. I think I made some move. I've been holding this thing way too long. I've been holding this thing for like a half hour. Way too long. $7 million share float. 67% right now. It's been holding 75, 67%, maybe 80%. So I first got in it. 13.47 million. What's the float on SBFM? SBFM float. SBFM. SBFM has a 20 million share float. So 3 times as large as my POLAS. With some revenue news. HCDR. Let me take this off real quick. Down 7 cents still, 6 cents. At 175 and climbing. When it go 182, see that spike? It popped up. 183. Need some spikes. That's what you need over there. A couple more spikes. You know, by now, about 9:28, I click over to my main page and I take away any order I have sitting to sell and I hold. I put it on market time, then I sell at the market. So I give it like, usually I give it 2 minutes before the market open. We popped the first, the green. Hit the 184, 183, 183. It's kind of weird, I tell you that though. Should be way above where we at right now. Hiccups kicking my butt, man. My grown butt with hiccups. Speaking of which, I was looking at something the other day. You know, what's the dude name? Bo Jackson had hiccups for a whole year. So bad he can't go to like sporting events. He missing out on all kind of Auburn football specials and so on and so forth because he has hiccups for a whole year and he can't get rid of them. Being a doctor about it, all kind of stuff. He about to have surgery to get rid of hiccups. Who would have thought? See at 186, see that? I'm watching. We're getting near 190. I'm gonna click over. Hmm. There we go. I need a bunch more of those. There we go. Give me 3 or 4 more of those. Give me 3 or 4 more of those so I can get out of it. I see you, player. Am I in? Yeah. I need to find a way to get. I need more screens on my trading station because it's going to my laptop, to my screen, to my laptop, to my screen. It's getting a little bit irritating. So I need to go over and see the Greek freaks and have them. Sorry, the Geek Squad. My bad. Have them make me something with more than one screen. I need like 4. Look at Polar popping up right there again. We already in it. I need like 4 daggone screens at one time. That way I can trade more than one account and have my scanners up and everything else, and my Yahoo Finance and so on, my FinViz, all on different screens. That'd be great. 927. Let me click over right now. What happened right here? It pulled back, popped up to 10 to 185. When the second 15-minute candle is red. The good thing is me. X off this. The only good thing is it's riding that blue line, which is cool. Now I want my line to curve upwards. 178. Freaking allergies, man. I'm telling you. It's the worst. $176. See this green candle coming through right here? It wants to move. Let me get rid of this line here. This line here made me no good. My cares right now is right here and right here. It's the low. I care about these 2 lines right here. 929 coming in second. 52 shares. We at 176 right now. I'm looking at level 2. Buyers coming in. There we go. Look on buyers. Look at that. They piling in. Buyers piling in. I need that to happen. Just maybe we can pop out the gate, run it up. That'd be great. That'd be great. I can get out of it. I've been in here since back here somewhere. Yeah. 825-ish. I'm an hour in holding this stock. There's no way I should be holding a day trade for a freaking hour. There's no way. Let me put it on day. Checked. 52 match up. My 180 is my buy-in point. Let's go. E-man. One second. Let's go. Need some buyers to pop in right here. There we go. There go the buyers. 180, 181, 182. Need to go a little higher than that. 183, 91. I'll put it right there. Let's see if it pops 181. Let's see. At this point, this stock is irking me. I've been in for an hour. It's way too long. Look at it right here. It bottomed out right there. See that MACD? That was way oversold. You have a couple bullish moves right here. You have a long green candle right here. Pop in. Bam. Run it up. There we go. 86. 94. There we go. Pop up. 190, 194 should pop up. There we go. See it? It's running. It's running. It's running. 85. 80. Come on, let's go. Come on. What we doing right here, man? What we doing right here? Somebody's holding it back. The wall 193. Ain't even close to it yet. I'm gonna take my 13 cent and be out the way. Because this thing acting stupid, man. It should be doing a lot more than what it's doing right now. We got 75%. We should be at 100 real soon. 182. It's like it's stuck right there for some reason. For no reason, it's stuck right there. It shouldn't be. Market manipulation at its finest. That long green volume bar barely moved it. See that? And right here on my 1 minute chart, it's stair stepping. Right? 15-minute chart, we have a first 15-minute green candle. There we go. It's wild, man. I'm gonna leave it right there and get out of it because the stock is not doing what it should be. Okay. Got some SBFM, my large account. Do I got to sell now because it's failing? This is terrible. It should not be doing what it's doing right here. Hit 187, didn't it? Then it failed. Hit 188 actually. SBFM halting on volatility. I see that. Let's get out of it. 186, man. I'm sick of playing with this stock. I'm tired of playing with this stock, man. I'm tired, man. This ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing. Take advantage while SBFM is halted. That's what you gotta do right here. Take my little sense and get out the way. I've been holding this thing for over an hour. That's crazy, man. It wants to pop this point, but it won't do it. 1 minute chart. So you're telling me I should have sold right here at 189? But that wasn't enough money for 9 cents. I keep forgetting sometimes these small stocks ain't gonna move that much, man. My sell point there. So it popped out on the market. Popped up. This kind of news right here. SBFM had 2,000% revenue. 2,100% revenue. That's what caused it to move that much. Then it halted. 4 minutes to the market. Stuff not making sense to me, man. Look at this. Nothing for hours, right? Or for a minute, or that's 1 minute candle. So nothing for 20 something minutes. And all of a sudden it pops up and then halt on volatility. It's weird stuff going on in the market, man. I'm telling you. It makes no sense right now. Like this POLA should not be where it's at right now. It should be at a high of day by now. Like, I don't know what's, look at this. Way oversold, way oversold. Let me make it smaller. Look at that. It's banging that line though, see? But that's like 10 candles in a row. Look at this. It banged the bottom right there. We right here at the same point, almost. Very sharp swing down. Be below zero, which is oversold, right? Between 40 and 70 would be your average, right? But right now he's sitting at 42, right? So it should be 2 or 3 green candles in a row. Pop it up to 180 something. It should be. That's what should happen. Let's watch. This is making no sense at all. No sense at all. 175. This makes no sense. Red to green move from the 5-minute chart would be perfect. Let's see. There go green candle right there coming in. 177. Pop 180. A large green candle right here to get me out with a profit. Let's see. 177. 178. Pop through. Pop through. There go 180. 180 coming. It's hitting 180 and pop bouncing backwards. The sellers are at 189. 180 or sorry. Sellers at 170. This is crazy, man. 181 was the high it popped. Like they purposely bringing the price down. Like they purposely dropping the price on it. $77. If a million share buyer come through, they go 100,000 share buyer. They go 100,000 buyer, 179. They go 6,000 or 60,000. They go 30,000. The big buyers coming in, but for some reason they're not overpowering the sellers, which is weird. 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. There we go right there. They go big buyer, 60,000, 60,000 again. The big buyer's there at 180. They go 180, 181, 182, 182, 182. That's wild, man. You know, we start stepping 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 181. It should be a larger candle. Blow through, get me out with a little profit. This is a terrible trade, man. I've been in since way back here somewhere. And it's been doing nothing since I got in. It popped up 7 to 8 cents. Then it just crapped since that point. It's 180 is a good point to get past. We want to. But it's just not doing it. This is terrible. Market manipulation at its finest. Meanwhile, you got stocks like SBFM halting twice already. Right? Out of nowhere. Look at this. I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. Like, what is this, man? It did nothing for eons. Look at this. You know it's fluff. We go 1 year. So it's the highest it's been since February. Let's go further than that. It was 147 back here on 10/20/2022. It's been trash for all these months. But all of a sudden, we got some news to come in and say, hey, we got some good revenue. and folks go buy into the stock. That to me is mind blowing. From 48 cent to 140 right now, off some news that says, hey, you guys, we got 22,000% revenue up from one quarter. What? But look at the news. The news right here. Check this out. We have 180 still. I'm looking at it. Look at the news right quick. Look at this. Sunshine by Permaco files a non-timely 10K with US SEC. So they filing to save their assets. This was a couple months ago. And then all of a sudden, we up 2,100%. Man, don't tell me stuff ain't fixed. That's a fixed move right there. That's definitely a fixed move right there. What we doing over here on POLA? Just doing crap. Just doing crap, man. Take my little 2 or 3 cent and get out the way because this stuff is on some foolishness. This stuff is on some crap, man. And what's going to do is it's going to eventually blow past my point. And once I sell it, it's going to just take off. But it should have did over an hour ago. It's crazy, man. Look what it did, though. It tapped my point. See that? It's doing nothing it's supposed to do other than tap the point, but this point right here, 193, should have been blown through a long time ago. Actually, back here, it tapped once, it barely went through here, and right here, this candle here, was a move to blow through it, but it didn't do it. Then in reverse, market opening, tried to do it again, and it failed again. Nothing can explain why that keep happening. Ain't nothing you can say to me make me understand that's what it should have did, because it's not what it should have did. The market is being manipulated. Look at MINM. This thing came from nowhere, right? Look at this. No news nowhere. Yesterday, 510 it halted, circuit breaker, right? Watch this. I'm pretty sure yesterday it halted on the way down. Yesterday. It popped up yesterday. Then it dumped. Today it's up again. Day before that, nothing. Day before that, nothing. Day before that, it popped up again. And it popped down. I don't know, man, what's going on here. I have no idea. Yesterday, that couple of hearts with no news. Is it Sector? MINM Inc. What is that? MINM Inc. NASDAQ stock. Yep, that's it. Communication stock. I got you. None to borrow. NTB. Something's telling me don't trade no more until the market opens because there's so much foolishness going on. These moves right here makes no sense, man. All these buyers sitting here and the stock is still failing. Tell me this. All these buyers here and the stock is still failing. How is that possible? Look at this. Buyers are piled up. How is it failing? I've been down here an hour and a half. And it's been nothing but drama in this daggone stock, man. I get my game face. I need to get my head back in the game because I'm out of whack and nothing is moving the way it should. So what's telling me is I have to just come out here, just be gung ho, just do stuff. I can't follow patterns and the way you usually trade. Now, again, I could took my 8 cent, but I keep telling myself, let's stock this cheap, take your 8-9 cent, get out the way. But dang, man. $9.53. About to log off in a minute. I'm already an hour and a half in. It'll green and green move. It's my sell point, regardless of what. Because this thing is not doing what it should be doing. This is terrible. This candle has 35 seconds left in this candle. This candle should be a green one to make a new high. That's my out. 167, 170, 168, 169. Should be green candle coming right here. I'll take me 2 or 3 cents. Get out the way if it goes to high. We at 168. 5 seconds. 168. There we go. New candle. Need to be green. The 1 minute is green, higher, but the 5 minute is not quite where it should be at. Need to be a full body green candle to pop up right here. And I get out. This is like 2 or 3 cents. I get out the way. You got 5 minutes for 10 o'clock anyway. They got 170 right there. This is terrible, man. I ain't lying. The high was 171. Let's do this. Curve up. We need a green dominant candle right here. 15 minutes. The new candle will be green. We still moving. We still green. One seventy became a wall all of a sudden. Why is that? Oh, I see why. The bottom of the candle here is 170. But why is it a wall? Because that's the only point I see. Right here, right here, right here, and right here. Me and the video is almost 10 o'clock. Stay green, don't be greedy.